If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Alright, today we're making an Anabolic Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. My name is Jeff. I'm gonna throw my apron on. Hold on. So, anabolic, what does it mean? Low calorie, high protein options to your favorite foods. I did a chopped cheese recipe in the last video. You should go check it out if you haven't. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get into it. So for this recipe, you need 40 ounces of chicken breast. For this chicken breast, what I did was I took a piece of chicken, I butterflied it, which means that I cut it down the middle, and then I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I pounded it with my fist in order to get it flat. So this just helps the chicken cook more evenly, it helps it cook faster, so that's what I did with all 4 of these big chicken breasts. And we're going to fry these in the air fryer, so we're not gonna use much oil at all, we're gonna use a little spray. Let me show you what else you're gonna need. So you will need some pickles, obviously, the most important part of the Popeyes chicken sandwich. We're gonna make a sauce that's going to have some Lite Mayo, fat-free sour cream, and then, you know, my partner, Mr. Tapatillo right here. As well as you're gonna need 2 eggs with some more Tapatillo in there. I'll go exactly into how much Tapatillo is in the recipe. You're also gonna need 100 grams of all-purpose flour, and then you're going to need 120 grams of Panko breadcrumbs. And then the seasonings for the Panko breadcrumbs are 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then we have half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. For the buns for this recipe, I just looked for the most low calorie buns that I could find, and this Fran's Keto hamburger buns are what I found. These are 50 calories for the entire bun. This is gonna be the hardest part of the recipe for you to find the ingredients for, but it's worth it because it makes this sandwich super low calorie. A lot of hamburger buns are gonna be like 170 calories to 250 calories, so finding one that's 50 calories is gonna be crucial. Anytime that you are frying or dredging something in flour and then you have a batter, you're going to want to keep 1 dry hand and 1 wet hand. And I'll explain to you why this is important here in a minute, but let's mix up that egg mixture. 30 taps of Tapatillo. So in other words, I took the bottle, I put it face down, and I tapped it about 30 times. I know it's not the most exact, but everybody's gonna be different as far as how spicy you want it. So that's why I did it that way. So you're gonna take your chicken breast. Then you're going to drop it in the flour like so. This is what's gonna help the egg mixture stick to the chicken. And I put 100 grams of flour, but we're probably not gonna use all of it, so I will weigh it at the end to make sure that we're saving some macros when I calculate it. Then you're gonna drop it in the egg mixture. This is where you use your wet hand. I totally mixed that up, by the way, but it doesn't matter. So you're gonna use your wet hand. Then you're gonna take your chicken in the egg mixture, shake off any excess eggs, and then you're going to drop it into the Panko. And you're just gonna coat that bad boy in the Panko. Try not to make a mess. Alright, there you go, that's one of them. You grab some nonstick spray, it doesn't matter what kind you use. This is some Crisco Grill Master. I don't endorse it. Use whatever kind you want. Spray the inside of the air fryer just a little bit, and then depending on how big your chicken breasts are, you can probably just fit one of them in there. And then we're gonna pop this into the air fryer, 360 degrees for 10 minutes. While that is cooking, we're gonna get the buns ready. So, I've never tried these keto hamburger buns. I'm not on keto. Obviously, there's a ton of flour and Panko breadcrumbs, so I'm not on keto. I don't promote fad diets, but hey, 50 calories, I'm gonna eat some keto buns, alright? We wanna make sure these are heated up because Popeye's chicken sandwich, the bread is toasted, I'm pretty sure. I've only had one in my entire life. But the bread is toasted, I believe. And I think it's a brioche bun, but we ain't got the calories for that. So, we're gonna toast it with a little bit of this spray right here. I know, super fancy. You could also use, I can't believe it's not butter spray if you'd like. So, you're gonna pop these onto a pan on like medium-high heat. Let those toast. Watch them though, you don't want them to burn while your chicken is cooking. And then, I'm gonna tell you guys how to make the mayo, alright? So this is actually not mayo, because there's sour cream in it. But this is like the Popeyes type sauce that we're gonna make. So, in here I have 1 cup of fat-free sour cream. I have a 1/4 cup of Lite Mayo. And then I did about 20 taps of the tap. So that's it. And then I put a little bit of salt in because I tasted it and didn't have enough salt. But remember, you're gonna have a bunch of salt from the pickles. So you don't need that much salt. There's also salt in the panko breadcrumbs, so you don't really need that much seasoning. It's gonna be flavorful, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be delicious. I mentioned juicy, it's gonna be juicy. Juicy. If you guys haven't met Lana, by the way, she's my assistant, and she's probably ready to come inside and see what's up with these sandwiches.
Anabolic reset.
Anabolic, they looking lean. We're back with those same buns from before. That same bun from before, and it's nice and toasted. And we got our chicken right here. You have to cut a piece in half usually to try and get it to fit that bun. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit. I'm gonna hit it with the sauce first, like so. A little bit there. I'm gonna hit it with some sauce here. Boom, bam, bam. Gonna hit it with some pickles. I like 3. If you like less than that, you're probably a sociopath. There's another pickle there. We're gonna pop that piece of chicken breast on it right there, and we're gonna bam. And that, my friends, is the Anabolic Popeyes chicken sandwich. 340 calories, 52 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat. All right, we're gonna try it. All right. That's an 8 out of 10. The only thing that would make this better is if you use like a brioche bun. Just because the keto buns are kind of dry and like you have to use a lot more sauce with these keto buns, but honestly, this is way better than eating 700 to 800 calories with 42 grams of fat. It won't set you back. You can have 3 or 4 of them and still fit it into your calories for the day. You can meal prep them ahead of time. We're going to do another one of these next week, so tune in and I'll see you guys soon.